Hello, this is Court the Poet with your Daily Smile podcast, a spiritual, motivational, inspirational, learning, and entertaining interlude. Today, I'm going to talk about a poem that is titled Bad by Yourself. In your life, negative people may speak. Don't let them define you, for you are unique. Worry none for those who in your troubles were gone. With God beside you, you're never alone. Don't focus on those who trick and betray. You are stronger and wiser anyway. People words may cut like a knife. Don't make them opinions part of your life. In the purpose and destiny God has for you, enemies are stepping stones to subdue. God gives you joy not found in anyone else. Worldly props don't matter. You're bad by yourself. This poem was written out of individuality. There are words that I wish that I would have penned and applied to my own youth. I, like many children, were ostracized because we weren't like everyone else. We didn't talk the same. We weren't told to use slang in my parents' house. We knew the words, but they definitely did not want us to say those things. We went to libraries. We just weren't cut out like everybody else. And I'm making reference to my siblings and me. And growing up, individuality is not honored. And people look for ways to single you out and to make fun of you for whatever it is that makes you different. And so it was out of those years of hurt, hurt feelings, pain, rejection, that this poem came about decades later after I became an adult. And I start the poem that people will always speak negative. But what I had to learn over the years is don't let those words define who I am. I also talked about how we have people in our lives that when troubles come, they're not around. But for those of us who believe in God, worship God, and have a spiritual relationship with God, we know that we're never alone. There's a passage of the Bible that says, if God is for us, who can be against us? I also talked about not focusing on those who trick and betray. You're stronger and wiser anyway. Even in experiences like that, we come into knowledge, we come with experience, we come with awareness, and that if people try to get over on us, we can pray for the spirit of discernment from God to learn to be wise. And we can take those lessons and turn them into learning opportunities. People's words may cut like a knife. Don't make their opinions a part of your life. Words can hurt, and they can cut wounds that are deep in our lives. But we can also take those words and know and question who is the source of those words. We don't have to let someone else's limitations become part of our fate and determination. I have to remember those words because they're going to become part of a poem. In the purpose of destiny God has for you, enemies are stepping stones to subdue. God has a purpose and destiny for all of us. And what we have to realize is that God did not make us to be like everyone else. We all have our individual retinas, our fingerprints, footprints, even our hair strands and our DNA are all unique and separate apart from everyone else. So we can say that God created a mold in us and broke the mold. And in believing in God, we know that God, that we know that and take comfort in. I'm glad, I'm blessed that I'm not like anyone else. That God had thought enough of me to make me an individual that could walk in His will and destiny. Enemies are stepping stones to subdue. We know that in the 23rd Psalms, that part of it says that God has prepared a place for me and our enemies, meaning that God is going to bless us in front of our enemies, where we're going to dine, we're going to be blessed, we're going to have wealth, favor, and all our enemies can do is just sit there and watch and be envious. And we take those enemies and they're stepping stones. We use their words as motivation to do better. Oh, you don't think I could do it? You shouldn't have dared me because I'm going to prove you wrong. And in some cases, we're proving ourselves wrong if we have doubt. He gives you joy not found in anyone else. Worldly props don't matter. You're bad by yourself. Just as God created us unique, He gives us unique things that the world cannot give or take away from us. And one of those things is joy. And joy is a happiness that God gives that no matter what is going on, we feel comfort, we feel reassured, we're at peace in the middle of chaos. In the midst of things going wrong, there's that joy. And there are sayings that, devil, you can't steal my joy, or you don't surround yourself with people who try to bring you down. We say, I won't let you steal my joy. But that is something that only God can give us. That peace. Is something only He can give. And then worldly props don't matter. You're bad by yourself. The cars, the houses, the clothes, the material things, the updated phones, the gadgets. Those are things, but they don't define us. What defines us are our personalities, our characters, our goals, our ambitions. We came into this world without those things, and we will leave those worlds without those things. But the impact that we leave on others, the differences that we make in other people's lives, who we helped, who we counseled, who we advised, who we were friends to, who we served. Those are the things that matter. And when I say at the end you're bad by yourself, there are times that you will, we will. I have stood alone. And as I got older, I did not mind standing alone. In so many ways, it feels good not to conform to the world, to feel strongly about things and say, you know what, you all may feel this way, but I'm going to stand here, even if I have to do it by myself. That's being rooted. That's being known. That is knowing who you are. That's being confident that I don't need that validation from others. God is validating me. God is fulfilling me. God is blessing me. And it's back to that joy again that no man can take it away from us. No man or woman or foe can take those things away from us. And so this is written as an encouragement, something we can tell our children, something we can tell ourselves that no, there's nothing wrong with us. I'm different. And it's okay to be different. And it's okay not to see the world as others see them. It is okay to have unique taste, to have your own likes and dislikes, your dreams, your goals. Always remember you're not like anyone else and that you are bad by yourself. And so this wraps up another episode of the Smile Podcast. May you continue to be blessed and may you be blessed by this poem and this commentary that I've given. And I hope I give you your daily smile for the day. Out.